Okay, so my friends and I went to a rage room. You basically get locked in a room with your friends, a bunch of bats, a bunch of glassware, and old electronics like printers and keyboards. And yes, you can destroy everything as you wish. As a matter of fact, I kind of went too hard and I might have torn something in my shoulder, so 1 subscribe equals 1 prayer for me. Anything for the content, right? Now, of course, this is a business channel, so we're gonna loop some of that in here because at this point, my brain is just wired to think in terms of business. So let's talk about their actual business model while we talk about how awesome the whole concept of a rage room is. Honestly, the whole time I was there, I was thinking, is this actually worth it for the business owner? Like, people just come in and they break all this stuff. How much does it cost to buy all of these things? Are they making a profit? I mean, they must be making a profit. They've been there for quite some time now. And it's actually the only one here in New York City that I know of or that I was able to find on the internet. So let's get into it. First off, the innovation is crazy. I mean, people are constantly innovating in every single industry right now, but this is a particularly interesting one to me because the restaurant and bar, and I guess generally the hospitality space at this point is really old school. Nothing has really changed. This, however, is a really good spin on the classic bar. So aside from the room that you can pay to break stuff in, this particular place has a bar where you can actually sit and order a drink and then destroy the glass that you drank out of. That was the most mind-blowing thing to me because a lot of these bars and restaurants have really low profit margins already, so the fact that they're constantly having to buy new glasses makes it much more difficult to make money. And on top of it, the drinks were not even that expensive for New York City. I want to say they were around $11 or $12 each. So this of course depends a lot on marketing, but in my eyes, the choice is clear. I would much rather go to a bar where you can just smash your drink at the end than go to a normal classic bar that you can find anywhere. But the question I want to answer today is this a sustainable business model? So we're gonna take a look at Alibaba and Craigslist, 2 places where I think this business probably sources all of their things to break. Let's head over into the office. Okay, my office is a mess because I just got a refrigerator, a microwave, and a brand new iMac. So I've had the iMac for less than 24 hours, but I am loving it. Okay, now it's research time. I'll be back soon and let you know my findings. Okay, the research is done. Let's head back in there. This way you're not just staring at my white wall. Okay, really quickly, I want to interrupt and just give you a friendly reminder to subscribe to the channel. We've already built the biggest business community on TikTok. Now it's our job to use the power of our numbers to bring this community to YouTube. So if you love business just as much as I do, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Okay, the results are in. So on Alibaba, I found that you can get plates for $1.73 per plate, which means you can get 2,000 for $6,920. It's actually not that bad. Of course, on Alibaba, you do have minimum order quantities that you have to fulfill, so you can't just get like 10 plates for $1.73. You have to buy a bunch, but if you own a business like this, you probably need a bunch anyways. As far as glasses go, I found them for $960 for 2,000 glasses. That's only 48 cents a glass. Now, printers, keyboards, and other electronic items like this are probably the hardest category of items that you would need as far as sourcing goes. To be honest, you're probably doing them a favor because these items are likely just taking up space, so they just want to get rid of them. I think there's also a possibility that they've partnered with one of these electronics recycling companies where maybe they just give them the items for free and then recycle the destroyed ones. Either way, I can't imagine that they actually pay for these things. And if they do, it's probably a very small amount. If anything, it's a good use of something that was just gonna get thrown in a landfill anyways. Now, the place also needs protective equipment, which I'm sure brings their insurance costs down. They gave us helmets with face shields, protective jackets. They even offered us boots, which you didn't end up using, but they had them. I looked through for all of these things and I found that you could get enough sets for around $3,000. Now, of course, $3,000 is a lot of money, but the fact that it's just a one-time cost makes it not so bad. As far as drinks at the bar go, I found that the average profit margin on alcoholic beverages is 70%, which is honestly way more than I thought. They served drinks in these glass jars, which, as I mentioned, you could just throw at the wall after. This is where I was really surprised. I found that on Alibaba, you could get 2,000 jars for just $740. That's only 37 cents per jar. So let's break down the actual profit that this business is making from one drink. If the drink is $12 in total, which as I remember, I think it was somewhere around there, then $8.40 out of that $12 should all be profit. Their profit, however, is 37 cents less since it obviously has to include the jar because you can't reuse a broken jar. Taking a profit of $8.03 where it really should be $8.40 seems way worth it for this company. It's just an extra cost of doing business for this company that they're taking on with the hopes that it'll bring more people in, which it certainly does. I mean, me and my friends definitely wouldn't have gone there if we couldn't break stuff. That's just because there are so many options to choose from when it comes to bars in New York City, so the fact that they're differentiating themselves is amazing. I'm sure it helps the business a whole lot. This, of course, is not a paid advertisement, but the place that I went to is called Wrecking Club NYC. You can go with up to 6 people and destroy things for 30 minutes straight for $245. Now, according to their website, that will get you 2 premium electronics, some smaller electronics, and 40 breakables. Breakables are glasses and plates, of course. With our estimates here, it looks like this would cost the Wrecking Club around $44.20, which leaves them with an incredible profit margin. Now, of course, my estimates don't include things like rent, insurance, and staffing, which every single business has to deal with. But honestly, I thought that at the end of the day, being able to break all this stuff would set the business back a whole lot financially. Turns out, I was wrong. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'm super curious to see what you think about this business model. Would you open a Rage Room bar?